All right, what's up, guys and gals? Troy, ATXRC Productions, 3DR Solo Owners and Productions Group, ATX Drone Space. Yeah, check it out. We still got Solo. Like I said in my limited released previous video, which, let me just clarify a few things about the previous video that I went ahead and pulled. I pulled it because some people had mentioned it may not have been 100% kosher, and just the appearance of it as me possibly trying to make people look bad. I really wasn't trying to make anybody look bad with the phone call. I was trying to go through the RMA process, or the process of sending this back to B&H before the gimbal got here, which, yes, you see a gimbal and we'll talk about it. Because I have a worn out copter. I got a motor pod failing that they can't replace yet. And it's 4 months. I hadn't heard any movement. Other people getting gimbals. I decided I was going to send it back and wait for me to get a gimbal and be able to buy it again. Funny enough, the last week or so, the gimbal got shipped 2 days ago. Finally, B&H actually contacted me via Twitter on all these posts that I've posted, and said they were shipping them. Whatever, cool. I just want to say again, I was going to return the Solo because it's a worn out copter without a gimbal. Now it's just a semi-worn out copter with a gimbal. They're getting me a motor pod. We'll see what happens. Meantime, again, the copter is amazing. I love the copter. Vu, Philip, you guys are great. Carlin, I'm still on the fence about. I think you're a rock star out there somewhere. Yeah, my only issue is with, people like Chris and people that are, putting stuff out there. Saying they're going to do stuff and saying stuff's shipped when it's not. That's all. I was frustrated. I was upset. Can you blame me? We all were. Just happened to put it out there. So, rant, over. Am I going to keep this Solo? Yes. As long as nothing fails, as long as this gimbal works, no major stabilization issues, I will keep this whole setup. I planned on it. If I have any issues at all that I'm not going to be modding stuff anymore. I'm not trying to do stuff to, make the copter work. I will flip the shell back to the black stock one and I will send it back. Send the gimbal back. I'm just letting everybody know. That being said, we have gimbal. B&H ordered on the, I remember, April 16th, whatever date that was. It arrived. Back ordered, rushed. Awesome, right? Got here today. Here's the Solo. While we're here, let's just talk about the cameras we'll be running on this thing. To test, we will have a Poe Productions Hero 4 with a 4.35 millimeter lens. Black. We have a 3 Plus black with a 5.4 millimeter lens, eBay special lens. And I have the 3 Plus silver stock lens. So those are the three variations that I'll be able to test on this thing. Not tonight, but I will get some sort of comparisons on this stuff very easily or very quickly. Well, another thing, fun, awesome, cool. Solo, we got lanyard. Thank goodness. Ugh. It's about time these things showed up, right? Blah. Happened to be the day the gimbal shows up. Come on. Trying to rub me the right way, 3DR. It came with this nifty no before you fly card. Above 400 feet, within 5 miles of airports, over crowds, over stadiums, in official no-fly zones. Yeah. All right. So, U.S. Open guy, I guess, got them to finally send us our lanyards with a safety card. Really cool. Space Monkey. Super Space Monkey. Well, I assume there's a monkey in there. Anyways, cool. Thanks. Sounds great. Too bad the lanyard won't work without some sort of other support device in there. But we'll get to that later. It's all good. Thanks for the lanyard. All right. Another reason to register if you haven't registered besides your lanyard is they are supposedly sending feet extenders. Interesting. Yes, they are sending leg extenders. If you've registered for the lanyard, you should get those too. Apparently shipping the 21st. I'd be more informed if it was part of the bigger group, but I'm not allowed to be. So, yeah, about that. Anyways, gimbal, guys. Let's get this thing going, right? I have seen this thing in person one time before. It's pretty sweet looking. Box is definitely made for Best Buy shelves. You can tell that for sure. What everybody wants to get down to is, let's get it on. Let's get it on. All right, open the box. Gimbal setup guide. I assume it's not much. Open the flap. We've seen this pretty much. Use 3DR Solo app to ensure Solo is up to date before installation. All right, so it asked me to make sure we are up to date. So while we get the rest unboxed, we will go ahead, fire this bad boy up. Because I'll be honest, I have not flown this thing, or at least tried to update it for a little while. So when I do my updates, by the way, I do them on my cell phone. I do that because I know I have cell service and Wi-Fi and all that jazz, so it allows me to double check that I know for sure the Solo app is updated. I have Wi-Fi or 3G on my iPad Mini 2, but I choose not to use it for downloads for updates anyways. That's the other reason. So we're going to connect the Wi-Fi, Solo, and we'll go ahead and go in while we do that. So here we go. It says new software available, so we'll click on it. Please connect. We are connected, dude. All right, software update, download update. Okay, so I currently am using 1.1.12. Apparently there's a 1.1.15. All right, we are gonna do this, get this bad boy going. So you're gonna get a quick demo of updating software while we unbox the gimbal. So back to the gimbal unbox. We were told in the video from 3DR to make sure we save this gimbal lock foam. It's pretty cool. We'll take it. So to get this thing out, we're just gonna pull it out like so. I'm gonna just set it down like that on the table. We know from the video too, comes with a screwdriver with a 3DR handle apparently. Heard somebody say it didn't come with a handle. I wonder if they didn't realize. That'd be funny. We've heard this is not very useful, but we'll still use it. If Colin can use it, we can use it, right? So, all right. Take a look at this thing real quick. I know some people are very interested in the gimbal board itself. I know this video is not going to be best, but the gimbal board is actually shaped specifically for this, so it's not a pre-existing board of any type. Not that we thought it would be, but I was just putting it out there. Motors seem to be, wow, these are some pretty slick motors. Huh. That's the entire motor right there. I thought it was actually just the end can, but no. There's some pancake motors with some interesting, solid, yeah, anyways, I don't know enough about what I'm saying to talk about it, but interesting, I can tell you nonetheless. Also leads me to realize why they're a little possibly weak or fail easily. I'm not saying they do, but I'm just saying. You know, we've seen some issues, or at least I've heard some issues. Sunshade and balance weights, they were in there. I didn't notice. They were in there like a GoPro would be. So in here is our balance weights and our sunshade. Little sunshade for the GoPro, and then there's supposed to be the coins. And these coins screw onto, I know, again, my lighting, I don't have very great lighting today. I'm sorry, guys. Not that I ever really do. Are the balance weights. All right. So, yeah. That's all there. We are going to follow directions. I mean, we know what to do already, kind of, right? Oh, we're updating. Anyways, we're going to cut away. We're going to come back. We got to get this thing updated. So, we'll do a little fast forward through all this, okay? And during that meantime, I'm going to read. Ha! Wow. Huh, interesting. This extended feet thing, while we wait, this extended feet thing is a little funny. I only mean in the sense of this whole missing cargo, and you know, people had shipments, people didn't have shipments, people were delaying shipments. How in the world does the got feet extenders right here portion of the newly released setup make it into the production unit pamphlet? I mean, I would understand how the sunshade, even though I hadn't heard about it until just recently, would have, but we at least heard about this during the other videos. Yeah. Just interesting. Very interesting. I don't know how to get the leg extensions for sure, but I think, again, if you have a lanyard that's coming or has gotten to you, you should be getting them, according to the post that I got shown. But I guess you could also just call and request them. I just find it really, really interesting. And I still wonder if they're going to end up getting in shots and if it's going to be a trade-off. Like, you can use the extensions to protect your gimbal, but they're going to get in your shot. I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I'm just saying that would be interesting. All right, back to the update. Dun, 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 dun. All right, transferring. So we're going to continue to poke around on this thing for a minute. I mean, I have to say, it's a gimbal. It's actually plastic. Okay, so I'm already very, very disappointed. You've got to be kidding me. The entire gimbal is plastic. I'm really, this is the first time. The entire gimbal, including the arms, these funky covers, the upper plates, I'm sorry, the upper plates are aluminum. Tell me that I'm not tripping. This is, no, dude. I don't know, but I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in and we're going to go fly it and we're going to hope for the best. But plastic is not very good for vibrations. And we know that there's already been, I'm not even, 100% plastic. I'm sorry. It's 96% plastic. DJI. I don't know. I know people are going to hate this. Wow. It's updating. We're going to and then we're going to put this thing in and we're going to go catch a flight. It's nighttime, but we're going to go catch a flight and then by the way, I got to go ahead and apologize to all the guys at DJI and all the DJI fans because one of the things I've talked trash about DJI, not trash, but criticized, was the use of plastic disguised as metal. I'm not saying y'all disguised plastic as metal here, but would have been nice to know. And I will criticize 3DR for using these stupid screws. At least DJI does use screws that you're not going to strip. Alright. Sorry, I'm not. It's just disappointing. Trust me, you'll feel the same disappointment someday. So there we go. Wow. Yeah, it's low, alright. Needs some legs extensions. It just... I don't know. Anyways. This is the deal. So let's fire it up. Oh, wait. Hold on. I fired it up. I need a camera in it. Hold on. Alright. Let's fire it up with the 4 in it. So apparently you put your camera in like that. You kind of went in first, and then you press it in to the rear port. So the rear port is connected, and then the green is holding it in, and then that connects into the HDMI. So that's that. Now, to balance this thing, you use these, and it definitely needs balancing. One of the things users may not understand is your camera should be level like this at all times once the camera and everything's in there. So what we'll do is, I know they say which ones. This is Hero 4. Oh wait, Hero 4 Silver. I don't know, it's still, I'm gonna try to balance mine. I mean, I think it needs it, because usually you want your gimbal to be balanced when it's suspended like that, and that's why I was thinking I could balance this in, but I guess we might have to come up with that balance. I don't know. Sorry. All my gimbals, I make sure they're balanced, especially one that wants to lean one way, which this doesn't have the clearance. I mean, it's gonna anyways. What else? They're sending us feed extensions, remember? So, yeah, these are for 3+, and I guess silver, I don't know, 4 silvers. I still think they could be utilized over here. I think I can find a way. If not, we'll do the nickels and dimes. So there we go. So, gimbal on. Sorry, let's get this thing going. Alright. So fired up. Whoa. Whatever it did, it didn't like that. Like it disconnected from the app or something. I'm getting a yellow LED light from the gimbal itself. Alright, now the camera just came on. Or it's balancing itself at least. I'm not getting video, so I'm going to kill everything. I also, while I have it killed, need to change my GoPro settings. Alright. Alright. Got it all in there. Everything's legit. We got solo app running. We got radio going. Power up. App looking for solo. By the way, I love the new app stuff too. Thank you. Alright. Still looking for solo. Another cool thing is it shows on your vehicle. It shows the radio and the solo when they connect. Now I got both. Alright. I'm getting no GoPro signal. Yay! Alright. Like always, close the app and restart. Alright, so we got our gimbal mounted. Seems to be working. Let's see if we can record. I got the static thing that people are talking about. It's supposed to be being fixed, so let's see if we can show it. There we go. So, I don't know. But it's working. Cool. Oh, wow. When you hit stop, it like zooms out. It's like weird. Fine, I can deal with that. Let's do some sweep real quick. People have said it's too sensitive, but I mean, I can pan it fine. Be careful panning straight down. I panned straight down and it touched the green tab, hits the desk. Be careful landing straight down. It's going to jack your gimbal up. That's something I like to do too. What the heck? Leg extensions, I guess. Anyways, we can set a pan sweep real quick. Set that as A point, and then we'll set that as B point, and we'll set it at a, I want a long one, like a 10-second. So look how slow that is. 10 seconds to be exact for like 16 degree sweep. Man, that's awesome. That's so awesome. Anyways, we're going to throw props on it. We're going to go head outside. We're going to catch a couple flights. Yeah. It's nighttime downtown right there. We're going to check some flight out. All right, late. All right, hey, what's up, guys and gals? Troy at TXRC Productions, 3DR Solo Group and Owners, whatever, Productions. ATX Drone Space in particular. Got solo, as you might have seen already on another video, or maybe not. I don't know how these are going to come out or roll out. We got the solo gimbal. Installed it pretty quickly and easily. I'm going to check all the connections because when we took it out for its first flight, and here, I'll go full screen for, you'll see as I yaw and pitch and roll, the camera just completely goes dead. I mean, not the camera, but the gimbal goes limp. It appears to, I don't know if it's losing, I don't know what's going on. I'll double check the connections again. A couple other issues with it. Clearance, it's not any better than they said it was supposed to be. That being said, you have to be very careful with when you are setting up and you're about to take off or land, that, I mean, this thing needs to be almost level, because if you go down just too far, the little green catch will actually touch the ground, like it's touching right there. So you can't land. I mean, you could land with it straight down, but you couldn't land with it at a 45. I mean, I don't know. The problem being, when you hit fly and hold to start the motors, guess what mine did? Mine automatically pitched down to 45. I don't know if that's a glitch because mine's not working right. I don't know. I've updated the firmware. If you, again, the first video, we did a full update on the firmware and the app and everything. 1.15, whatever it is. I don't know. Logged a ticket. They'll get back to me, of course. I'll be honest. Its days are numbered here. Plastic 95. Plastic? We're talking about plastic? This is supposed to be a tool. Plastic? Come on, man. Allen Iverson call. Get with it. I can't believe it's all. I'm not even trying to knock it. I'm just saying, anybody that gets this thing out the box and feels it, tell me your first thought isn't, what did I pay for this? It could work great if I could get one maybe that would work, or maybe I did something wrong. I mean, I plugged the 2 cables in, I checked, I made sure they were wrapped out of the way, I kind of tucked the wires up underneath. I don't see how it would work seemingly well for a little bit and then yaw and pitch throw it off. That just doesn't make sense. The motors, again, I don't know how you're going to see which video is which, but these motors are pretty unique. But they're also very small. I don't know. It makes me wonder. Yeah. That's that. Thank you, B&H Photo, for getting it to me. Y'all finally responded on Twitter. Somebody finally did. Look out for your solo leg extensions, apparently, if you've registered. Here's your solo lanyard, by the way. I got this today, coincidentally, the same day the gimbal showed up. It's just a basic lanyard. It's nothing special. I mean, thanks. I appreciate it, though. I'm not trying to complain about a free lanyard, but it's just a lanyard, and I can't use it on the controller. Not with my iPad mini, at least. It comes with this really great know before you fly. Don't fly near stadiums. Don't fly above 400 feet. All that good stuff. All the stuff you're supposed to know. It's got a cool space baboon on the back, or at least I assume there's a space baboon. If you didn't watch the unboxing of it, or I didn't edit it into here, it came with a cool screwdriver. Thanks. I mean, I guess it's cool. It's a screwdriver. Yeah. That's it. Let's go out on another video, and this time we'll watch the video from solo side of it deciding to stabilize and then not stabilize, stabilize, not stabilize. All right, guys, fly safe, fly smart, fly 3DR, I guess. I mean, if you got one and it flies right. All right, man.